Good morning, students. How are you? Stay home and save your life. Always stay with your parents. Okay. Now, today I will explain about the flowchart. Previous class, I have explained the algorithm. I think everybody understood about the algorithm. Now, today I will discuss the
Flowchart. What is this flowchart? What is the function of flowchart? This thing I will explain.
Remember the students,
Flowchart.
the procedure. Okay, it is a procedure to solve a particular problem. Okay, in a pictorial form by using different shapes. Clear? Means different shapes means, remember, if you make any plan, you always give the symbols. If I say you just 4 or 5 students, you divide to group. What you will do? You have to mark it group A, group B. Some student of this left side, some student right side. This means this is the mark it. Okay. So same thing. If you make any mark, you can understand easily. In a computers also and in your daily life also. If we make a plan, previous algorithm have said, if we have any plan, then we can easily solve our work. So flowcharts also, it is needed one plan. But this plan is goes by systematically. It is not for the this work we did first, then after that this, that, here and there. No. It will always go the systematically. One by one it will come. One time, if you understood the system, your logic, you can easily solve any problem. If we are say the method of the computers, the same thing. If you solve the problem in pictorial process, if you understand the logic, you can solve any kinds of program. So that's why that needed the flowcharts. Okay. So few shapes are there to indicate the symbol, because this symbol we have to follow the function of that. Okay. Many symbols are there like the stop, start, input, output, processing, decisions. Many flow symbols are there, many shapes are there, and each symbols have the individual function. It is not that if you have mentioned here start, if you are so in middle of the part you are using that kind of shapes. No, start shapes means always the only for start and stop purpose. Input, output, whenever you want to mention to the input, that time that shape you will use. Clear? So plenty of symbols are there. I will discuss one by one symbols. Okay, so their function also. Clear? Now I will say about the few shapes. Okay, first it's going on the start and stop box. This is the start and stop symbol. This is the function. It's to indicate the start and the end of the flowcharts. Remember, when any function will start and end any kind of program, that time we are use of this symbol. Okay, next is coming the input and output. These shapes basically we use to accept any input and output the data. Means we are taking one number and when the processing will complete, the output will come. That time we are use of these kind of symbols. Next, it is the very important thing. This is the processing box. Processing box means whenever you will take the input, after that the system will work, then it will come output. This system will work means this is the processing box. This is called the process, means it is used for processing purpose. Clear? Means if I say you 2 plus 3, how much? You got a number 2 and 3, but you are counting. Counting means the processing. That time this type of box we can use. Okay. So next is coming the decision box. Decision box. This box called the decision. This is for yes and no, true, either false. That time we can use of this kind of symbols. True and false, yes and no means sometimes logical functions come. Suppose, did you get pass marks or fail marks? Pass or fail, yes and no. We are coming to the questions, the yes and no. So that time we can use of these kinds of shape. Next, flow lines. What is this? This is for, I told you, all the shapes, all the steps will work the systematically. So it is used to connect the different box to flowcharts with each others. Means one box to another box. If you make, that time we are use this kind of symbols. Clear? So my dear, these are the boxes. Now I will show you one example that how you use this kind of shapes, where you will use, how you will use this kind of shapes. This is the picture I am showing to you. Okay, so this is the pictures. You can see the step by step we have done. Okay, now my dear, this one systematically you have seen one by one it came, but few rules are there. You can, I have told you, not mentions here and there the same shapes. Okay, so the flowchart also few rules are there, you can follow always. Okay, so my dear, the rules are of flowcharts. I am saying to you guidelines of flowcharts. Flowchart should be have only the start and stop box, the directions of the flowchart. Okay, top to bottom, yeah, left to right. Flowchart, it will be never be bottom to top. It mentions always top to bottom. Remember this one. It is very important thing. Flowchart is always the work top to bottom. Next, arrowheads are used indicate the sequence of event. Crossing follow lines do not show any logical connections between those lines. Only one flow line should come out of the processing box. If a flowchart is very complicated, it is better to use connectors. Connectors I did not explain, I will say afterwards. The flowchart should be clear and neat and easy to follow. Okay. Now these are the rules of flowcharts. I am showing you one example. Suppose you have taken two numbers. Means start. You are going to do the solving the problem. So what to do? At first start. Then you will one marks, no? If I say you sum up two numbers, can you do? No. You want marks. So what is that? 2. Either say another number. I told you 3. This 2 and 3. What is that? You will say the number. No. This is the input. You got the numbers. After that what you will do? Whatever I have said. You will do sum. So sum equal to 2 plus 3. Yeah. You have. This is the processing box. You are doing the processing. Then after that you got the answers. So it will display in the output box. So we need the output box. So that's why these kinds of flowcharts we need. Then at last we have to stop our work. And all the works one by one, like right from beginning, start, then input, then processing, then output, then stop. It coming all everything by systematically. So one steps to another steps needed to connect. So these flowcharts will conduct by the arrow, stop, then input, middle arrow, then input to processing, arrow, processing to output, arrow. Yeah, any decision box will come, there also arrow. This arrow always to mention the word work. Okay, so these were the functions of the flowcharts. I hope you understood. If you have any kind of doubt, you can contact with me. You already got my phone number. Okay, in the video last you will see my number. So you can contact with my phone numbers. Yeah, WhatsApp anywhere. That is my WhatsApp number also. If you have any kind of question, you can ask me. Okay, so